to me like.
Every day feels boring, the same thing, routine in the morning. Grew up too fast without warning, and when it rains it's pouring. I got dreams, big dreams, I wanna do big things, but I just can't seem to put it all together. I just wanna be seen. I'm jumping ship, I'ma dive in, middle of the ocean, swimming till I find it. I see an island out ahead, filled with things that I've wanted since I was a kid. Swim to it.
Hey. Whew, what a fucking day. Let me tell you, what a fucking day. I don't even know where to begin. I just don't. I really, truly don't. Just wow. Absolutely wow. So let me start by saying hello. What's up, Debbie? All right. So I was going to go live tonight based on the shit show in the Sebastian Rogers community. And then I was painting my back wall and I got a phone call from someone said, you might want to put this on, because she's been going on for like 20 fucking minutes, literally 20 minutes. And I wasn't even going to use her name, but since everyone's coming in here, MFW was like summoning me or some shit and just kept lying and lying and lying and lying. And it's comical. Then you have Uni over there who is begging for my attention forever. And I won't give it to her. She's not worth the corn in my fucking shit. But she just keeps trying to get my attention. It's not going to happen, Uni. You are as worthless to me as a fucking hemorrhoid. That is how worthless you are to me, Uni. I will never give you attention. Sit the fuck down. Go cry to mommy. Bye-bye. So I get a phone call that MFW is going fucking haywire. Did you guys know that I was a heroin addict? Did you know that I have needles coming out of my arms that I fake can't? She's going on with all her fucking lies. I was laughing my ass off. She brings up shit from 20 fucking years ago. Not a clue. The woman did not have a fucking clue what she was talking about. I'm on fentanyl face. I have an apartment. Katie, I have a 4-bedroom house. Just saying. I'm unemployed. Yeah, I own a business. What else? No, she definitely doesn't fact check. Oh, she was gonna take my son out. My daughter must have ran out of the house. No, actually, my daughter's engaged and lives with her fiance. What else? Oh, I'm on welfare. That's a hard no. I killed my ex. I lied about cancer. I'm bald. None of those are true. I lied about cancer because I had needles sticking out of my arm. That's not true. What else? It was hysterical. I don't even know where she gets this shit from. But she's rambling every fucking lie imaginable, and I'm sitting here hysterical laughing. Because not one thing she said was true. Not one. Someone brought up putting a lock on the fridge. Like, Katie, can you get the whole story on that? MFW just went off how I'm fat, I'm ugly. She went on and on and on. It was hysterical. Literally fucking hysterical. But here's the thing, Cooter. I don't care. Like, all right, so let me back up. She's been over on TikTok. We don't even have a fucking drama community anymore. Like, she thinks she's going to bring back something. Dude, you ain't bringing back shit. There's nothing to bring back. Nobody cares. That whole community is gone. Like, nobody gives a fuck anymore. Rap Tap, someone else said that to me today. Someone said, no, that's her projecting. Everything she's saying about you is her. And I just thought it was hysterical. But when she came after my kids, now we have a problem. Like, literally have a problem. So let's back up to what I originally said to begin with without Uni, who needs my attention so fucking badly, lies and only told half stories. So let me say what I actually said. What I actually said in context was that I wish Katie would get her shit together. I said it's very sad to see her the way she is. I then said that because of her alcohol, she looks like shit, her eyebrows look like shit, and the people in her chat should fucking care more and do something about it. That's what I said. And if someone has a problem with that, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But that's what I fucking said. And I also said that she used to be really fucking good and that she like started this drama community. That's what I said. So I understand that Uni, who again is dying for my fucking attention, makes videos on me because I'm one of the few left in quote unquote drama community, whatever. Uni, please go seek some help somewhere. Like, if someone doesn't give you attention in 4 years, maybe you should move the fuck on, okay? And if you don't see that Katie needs fucking help, then you have a fucking problem. And that's what I said. And I stand the fuck by it. Yeah, I heard the person that called me and told me to listen to the live told me that her boyfriend like broke up with her last night or something. I don't know. But she then said how I deserved cancer. Yes, she did, folks. I deserved cancer. Now, under normal circumstances, those are some fighting fucking words. But I'm not giving her any opportunity for that because she's not worth my fucking time. And if she thinks that she's gonna break back into drama that doesn't even fucking exist anymore on YouTube by lying about me, you're gonna get laughed at, Katie. because I'm sorry, but aren't you banned anyway? But the way she was lying, I don't even know where she gets it I'm a heroin addict or that I ever did fucking fentanyl. Like, she was calling me fentanyl face. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, my haters were definitely in there. I was painting a wall, but the person that called me and told me to listen to it was playing it. And I just couldn't even believe what I was hearing. And then well, this was funny though. I had a laugh. So she goes, because like literally my address is everywhere. But she goes, oh, what'd she say? Oh, and some of us work and some of us have an don't live in an apartment. And I was like, Katie, I live in a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house on an acre of land. What apartment are you talking about? I'm just curious. And she just kept saying shit like that, on and on and on, about how much better she is. Okay, Katie, you keep believing that. And how I must still be on drugs. It went on and on and on and on. And I'm like, wow, girl, please go get help. Yes, Debbie. And how I don't even go outside because I have a failed this. Like, what are you talking about? There was literally not one thing she said that was right. Then she goes on from the bullshit from 20 years ago, the shit that happened with Brad, okay? 20 years ago, which of course is twisted as usual. But she goes, that's it. I'm calling CPS. Get me your address. Blah, blah, blah. Excuse me? What? I said to the person I was on the phone with, do me a favor, please call CPS. Please tell them I have a little girl here. Please do, Katie, because they will laugh their ass off. So she's like, then she goes, oh, her ex lives in Iowa. Get me the information. I was like, he's fucking dead, Katie. He's dead. What else do you want, Katie? And nobody in her chat said anything for a while. And then finally someone said, oh, he died. Oh, she must have killed him. It must have been needles or something. Like, oh my God, Katie, please go do some fact checking, because I don't think I've ever heard someone sound so fucking stupid as you did. I just, it's like one of those things, the things you learn about yourself from some drunk on the internet. It's crazy. And she kept going, oh, I'm going to go after her. Katie, do whatever the fuck you want, Katie. Everybody knows you're fucking lying. And if they don't know you're lying, then it doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. But I just thought it was comical. And then she's like, and you don't know how to keep a job. What? Katie. Okay, Katie. Whatever you say, Katie. She's gonna take Dayton out and bring Dayton for a steak. And oh, she wants Sage's number. Get her Sage's number so my kids could go on her panel. Oh my God. Katie, if you even try to get a hold of my children, we are going to have fucking problems, and it won't be on YouTube. I promise you that. Oh, then she says how she was going to show up at my door. And this was funny because she's like, I'm going to show up at her door and and if she doesn't let me in, we're going to break down the door. Yeah, you do that, Katie. Please try to break down my fucking door. Trust me, you are not leaving. I promise you, you're not leaving. You and whatever crew you bring in here, you ain't leaving here if you try to break down my door. Just saying. But she says how you're going to go through her house and we're going to show you how she lives. But Katie, I have a beautiful home and a beautiful life. So I think you should worry about yourself and not worry about me. Like, for real, you want to come over? I'll gladly show you my house. I'll gladly walk you through my house. My house smells beautiful. Actually smells like candles. Fucking hysterical. Absolutely fucking hysterical. I'm telling you, I was a mix between, oh my God, and is she fucking, can you lie any more, Katie? But I don't know if she was just making up shit. She was getting false info. I have no idea. Nor do I really care. Because the bottom line is she's trying to stir something up that doesn't exist. And she thinks, oh, and then she said how I kissed her ass. That's not how that went, Katie. It was kind of the opposite. And everyone was embarrassed for you until you found out that I was talking to Savage and you went fucking ballistic. So if you're gonna spew shit, you might as well spew the real shit. I know her chat was feeding her lines. I heard it. And that's what made me fucking laugh my ass off. That's what I'm saying, Sunflower. You even tried to come for my kids, and we're gonna have issues. Hopefully, Mike, hopefully that's true. She should go over there. I think that would be wonderful. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think that would be wonderful. She should. Oh, I'm sure she is. I don't doubt that for 1 second. But coming at me ain't going to get you that. Lying about me ain't going to get you that. That I can promise. But the way she went on, I'm like, are you talking about me or are you talking about yourself? Because it kind of sounds like you're talking about yourself. She works at Buffalo Wild Wings, Browns. I don't care. But she definitely doesn't want to fuck with my kids. That I can promise. But someone said she's been drinking all day. Like, that's just what she does. But bitch, I'm the wrong one. Just because you listen to fucking some idiot who twists something, that's on you. Like, really, that's on you. Actually, there's not, Shelby. I hate to disappoint. I'm not engaging with a drunk who can't stop fucking lying. Nah, sorry, not my thing. At first, I was going to, and then I'm like, why? Why would I? Like, literally, why the fuck give her what she wants? And honestly, though, the second she said I deserved cancer, we stopped listening. So I don't know what happened after that. I really don't. But that was my final straw. Then you went from this could be fun drama into now you're in a whole nother realm that I don't fuck with. And that's where she lost me. Because even the person I was on the phone with said, hey, maybe you two should go at it. Maybe you two should, start something up. Maybe we can get drama started again. And I understood what she was saying. And she's like, even if it's fake, like Keemstar does, like it might be fun. You both might do well. And I thought about it. And then she said that. And we both agreed, nah, we're done. Done. And we turned it off. So I don't even know what happened after that. She's probably still fucking ranting. I have no idea. But once you hit that low, no. Again, I don't give a fuck about her. She can carry on and go somewhere else. If she's not getting a link, I don't want to give her a link. The bitch said I deserved cancer. Bye-bye. See ya. Sayonara. Go fuck yourself. All the other lies she told, I could give a fuck less. All the other lies she told made me laugh. But saying I deserved cancer after I just fucking went through a year of it, fuck you, Katie. You're not even worth my fucking time. You are nasty as fuck. That's it. I just, like I said, I thought it could have been fun back and forth, would have had some laughs, would have made, would have filled the gap of the not really being a good drama community, good place to start it back up. And it really would have been good until she said that. That was it. And then she went on how I lied about Kate. Just lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. Oh, and by the way, Katie, my kids love me. I'm a wonderful mother. My son that you speak of is a wonderful, wonderful, diehard religious believer, and would pray or will pray for you, and will pray that you don't die from alcohol, and will just pray that you become a better person. Just saying, because you definitely need to. But again, the second that she said I deserved cancer is the second that she lost me. Done. I'm trying to think what else. No. Katie is MFW. She's a 25-year-old kid on the platform for his credit to get a car. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. She got him to co-sign. Oh, that was another thing she said about a car and how great her car is, and couldn't even imagine what my car is. Katie, I have a convertible and I love my car. And I bought my son a car. And I'm trying to think what else. Guys, what am I missing? What else did she say? I'm trying to think what else she said. She used a mentally challenged 25-year-old kid's credit to get a 2012 Prius. Yeah, I doubt she'll continue to pay it. But the fucked up thing is, I didn't even say anything bad to begin with. That's the wackiest part. Like, I literally didn't even say anything to begin with. And oh, that was another thing she said. She said that that I what was it? Shit, now I forgot. Chat just messed me up. And I didn't say anything to anybody before while I was listening, because I knew that if I repeated everything, I was gonna get fucking mad. But then I decided, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna go live about it. Hey, East Coast, I'm just gonna go live about it and be done. But there was something else she said. I can't remember. Hold on. She was just going on and on and on. Oh, wait. It must be that I'm shooting my dope right now. Oh, that was another thing. Teeth. Another thing was the teeth. And how I must have fucked up teeth like she does. No, actually, I got my teeth fixed. Just saying. Chemo fucked up one of my teeth, but no, overall my teeth are pretty good, Katie. But everything that's her, she tried to put on me. And I also don't know where she keeps calling me fentanyl. She kept calling me fentanyl face. Like, where did you get this false info? Obedience school? Yeah, I heard. Oh, MFW. Everything that's on my page, East Coast, MFW went off. I'm a heroin addict. She just went on and on and on. I was laughing. And by the way, I have 3 dogs. and all are beautiful, healthy, no fleas, no vet visits. I mean, vet visits, yeah, but you know what I mean. Oh, East Coast, because she listened to Unitanka. No, I've never gotten an implant. She listened to Unitanka. Exactly. You never even hated on her. Thank you. That's what I said. But Uni twisted it because Uni just wanted my attention so desperately, which she'll never get. Okay, here's another thing that I want to clear up. Thank you, NNC. Here's another thing I want to clear up. I didn't make a video about her. I didn't do a live about her. We mentioned her for like 10 minutes. The whole live was not about her. She was literally mentioned for like 10 minutes, and then we moved on. That was it. And that was only said because whatchamacallit, because I happened to be flipping through channels and I saw her. That was it. Thank you, East Coast Never. You actually gave her some good advice. Thank you. No, it was literally maybe 5 minutes. I'm telling you, we literally discussed her for like 5 minutes. Maybe 10 max. That was it. That was it. And she's just went on this whole long lie about me. Totally off the rails for no reason. I couldn't believe it. Thank you. It's East Coast. Thank you. See, guys, East Coast just said, sound like you actually cared about her, and it was 5 minutes, if that. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I just could not believe what I was hearing. And like I said, you can tell NNC, she threatened to call CPS on me for something that happened like 20 fucking years ago. She said that I deserved cancer. Once you say that, I'm done. Done. Hey, fur baby. Done. Not only does her drunk ass owe me a fucking apology for that comment, but that just that went from this could be fun to you're fucking trash. Like absolute trash. I wouldn't say that to anybody. Nobody deserves cancer. Nobody. And to have to go through everything I went through, and what if I was still bald, Katie? Does that make it better? I lost my hair because of fucking chemo, because of cancer, you fucking asshole. But I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to get mad. Yeah, she did, NNC. I mean, forget all the other lies. I don't give a fuck because none of them were true. But even the fact that she said I lied about cancer, whatever, Katie. Keep I think her exact words were, I lied about it to put needles in my arm. Okay, Katie, whatever you say. But to say that I deserved cancer, that's fucked up. Those are words that are unforgivable. Not even karma or anything like that. But to legit turn around and say she fucking deserved cancer. Wow. Bye-bye. Done. You're a piece of shit. And you're a piece of shit that I wouldn't even fuck with. Hang on. My son is bugging me. Thank you, True Texan. Okay. Dayton bought his prom tickets today. Fucking prom's expensive. She passed out on a live last week. True Texan, I don't even think you're a member. I mean, am I buying for others? Speaking of, let's start the month off right. Hang on. MFW. Oh, I gotta do this over here. Hold on. Boop doop. All right. Sunflower Girl got it. All right. Who we got? Tennessee Road, Nettie, Pamela, Saucerex, and Smiles. Welcome to the purple team. All right. So again, let me also state that, Katie, when the 5 minutes that we spoke with you was literally to help you. And she had said that her friends, her family want to see her get help, blah, blah, blah. And that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh, that's what it was. That I'm the type of person that I want her to do bad, or I want her to get fucked up or whatever. Katie, if you would listen to the whole stream that we spoke of you for like 30 seconds, no, literally 5 minutes, if that. But then you would know, Katie, that I actually spoke good of you and that I would not want you to end up dead. And if you don't get help, that's where you're going to end up. And if that hurts your feelings, I don't know what to tell you. I literally don't. Shelby, there's nothing for me to respond to. She's looking to stir up drama where it doesn't exist and lying about somebody and telling someone they deserve cancer. You're not worth my time. So I'm just addressing what I heard personally. Anything after that, I don't give a fuck. I have been nothing but nice to her. Hey, Kaz. And exactly, fur baby. But the way she's going on and on, no, sorry. I just thought it was funny how she just lied and lied and lied and lied and lied. And I was like, wow, the things you learn about yourself on the internet that you didn't even know. I didn't know any of this. But hey, thanks, Kate. Honestly, I wasn't even going to use her name. But someone came in here and said it. Because, I mean, anyone that heard it knew. But, yeah, it was pretty bad. But it was funny at the same time. And it totally sidetracked everything I was going to talk about tonight. So we're going to kind of have to do tonight in like 2 parts. Because this could take like 10 hours. But yeah, like I said, there is a yearning for drama because it doesn't exist anymore. But she should go over to Keemstar if she wants her fill of drama. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah, for her baby. She's seen it go off. I'm a heroin addict. I'm this. Nonsense. Renish, there's a certain level of maturity that one has that the drama, hey, whistle down, that kind of drama just isn't worth fighting. There's no point in even addressing someone like that because they're so far beneath me that even if you gave me money to fight her, there's nothing to it. Like, she's so far beneath me because of that comment that I got nothing. She said she wants to be a part of the Keemstar show. Someone said that she said that, hey, Denise, that she said that she wanted, what was it that that Keemstar wanted her on or something. I don't see Denise. How come I can't see Denise? Hold on, let me go here. Denise, do you have me blocked? Because I don't see you. Denise, check if you have me blocked because I can't see you. Nope. I see Marie. No, but see, I can't see Denise. Hold on. Let me try this way. All right, I see Marie, I see Fur Baby, I see Whistle Down Marie, Sly, Kaz, Whistle Down Fur, Marie, Remish, Fur Baby, Sunflower, Marie, Shelby, Marie, Troll, Shelby, Sly, Kaz. Yeah, I don't see Denise. I see Debbie. Denise, check if you have me blocked. Hit that thumbs up, everyone. There's only 35. We know that Bad Wolf gets mad if I don't have 100. Now, Fur Baby, someone said that earlier. Said last night on our live, maybe I should take Keem's offer. I would provide timestamps for red donos. She should take Keem's offer. I really think she should. Go for it. And then you can now lie the fuck about me. Yeah, Bad Wolf yells if you don't have 100 thumbs up. I get beat. He beats me up. Well, that's true too, Cooter. Cooter's got a point. She's drunk. Keem won't put up with that. That is true. I don't think Keem would touch her with a 10-foot pole either. It's 30-foot pole. No, she fits in with her weight. She fit right in there. I don't know. Some of them are drunk, aren't they? And I also said that I hope she doesn't end up dead in a couple of years, which is where she's heading. But there were so many things I could have said, but I didn't. I was nice. That's true too. It's sad though. I mean, it really is. No, I don't think she gained it all back. I don't know. I'm just happy she doesn't wear that fucking that black tank anymore. She wore that black tank for like 2 years straight. Oh, that was another thing that I forgot. Thank you, Whistle Down. That I am married to she's calling ICE because I'm married to an illegal on a contract. Not quite, but okay. Bye very much. And I'm not married to an illegal, and there's no contract. But yeah, you keep getting your false information, Katie. Whistle Down. What else was there? I forget. Yes, I did say that her chat needs to quit enabling her and actually help her. Well, that got twisted. Yes, Katie's black tank top did the hardest work ever. That is true. But she's like, someone get me her daughter's number. I want her on panel. What? Exactly. See? Whistle Down, you're giving it away. Because I said the same thing. I said, I was on the phone with someone. Hey, Steffa. I said, I was on the phone with someone, and we both said the exact same thing. I said, she was saying, maybe you should, do this and, bring drama back. And yeah, I went through the whole conversation. And I said, and we were good until that comment. And once she said I deserve cancer, that was it. We were done. Finished. Yeah, she's taking Dayton to Texas Roadhouse. And okay. Check my messages. All right, hold on. Yep. And I said that too. I said she can be entertaining. Yeah, she said she was taking Dayton to eat. Oh, that's the one from last night. Someone told me she showed a boob. What the fuck is on it? Oh, it's a nipple. I thought she had a fucking growth. Wait, I don't understand. Didn't she get her stomach done? But she got her stomach done, didn't she? Didn't she get a tummy tuck? Oh, it was botched? How? I don't understand. Then why does she have so much extra skin on her stomach? No, Steffa. She ripped her stitches? Why? How? Oh, that was another thing she talked about, my insurance. No, Katie, I actually have real insurance. I don't have welfare insurance or welfare. Thank you, though. She ripped out the drains? Well, if you think about it, all the money she spends in alcohol, she could probably afford it. She had drains, which she called feeding tubes. Wow. No, but I thought that they removed all the extra skin. I see she still has it all. And Katie, anytime you want to compare kitchens, you let me know. Yeah, but I could have sworn she had a tummy tuck or a skin removal. Like, I thought her stomach was still gonna look great. That I remember. Oh, they removed the part that. Well, I already got it. Whistle down. Yeah, whatever happened to Doug? Thank you, Marie. Doug moved away. The panis is what? Well, it hangs over like when you have a baby? I can't believe he moved away. Doug finally dumped her for good. Yeah, but she's got a new man. But again, I'm going to say the same thing I said. It's really fucking sad. Oh, she was cheating on. See, I didn't really follow it. With long pubic hair, beard until she finds something better. That was another thing she kept saying, how I'm so insecure. I'm like, I am? When did that happen? I'm not insecure at all, Katie. Nice try, though. So that scar going down her stomach, that's from the botch thing? See, it's sad though, because I'll say what I said originally. She used to be really pretty. And when she first lost weight, she was gorgeous. And somehow she got miserable. Oh, she said she was sending me dinner tonight or something. Okay. She was going to DoorDash me. Okay. I'll wait for it. Ow. I got stung by something the other day and it fucking itches. She did let herself go to hell. That's what I was trying to say the other day. That because she's drunk, she's probably doing makeup when she's drunk, and she just let herself go. And it's sad because she didn't have to. All she had to do is get fucking sober. Does she really still have that black tank top? I can't with that. I really can't. I literally stopped watching her for that. I was like, if this bitch wears this fucking tank top one more day, I'm done watching. Sure enough, whistle down. I don't even know where my phone is at the moment. I really don't. My phone disappeared. Oh, I think it's inside. Oh, me and Sage found this Barbie house today in Wisconsin. So awesome. It's like $1 million. The black tank top was bad. Like, how in the fuck do you wear the same top every single day? Like, you're on camera. Why would you wear it every single day? Why? I don't know. I know she's an adult, but if that was my kid, you bet your ass I'd fucking get them in rehab. And I would do a GoFundMe. Yes, Shelby, I know. That's what I'm saying. Katie, learn your facts about that. And I'm sorry, but yes, I did put a lock on my fridge. My son is a food addict. I mean, I don't do it anymore. I did when he was young. And no, that wasn't my issues, Katie. So that's what I was going to say, that even as an adult, you can get your kid into a rehab. And if I was her parent, I mean, thank God none of my kids are addicts. But if they were, like drug addicts, but if they were, you bet your ass that I would do anything and everything to get them into rehab. I would never give up on them. I would never stop trying. And I would sign them in myself. So anyone that says, oh, she's an adult, she can't do this, she can't do, yeah, they can. They're not keeping her in the hospital, Steffa. I had preeclampsia with the twins. They kept me in there until the lungs were developed. They should not give birth that early. They should keep her in the hospital and just monitor her. That's what they did with me. I ended up staying an extra almost month. I think I was in there almost a whole month because they were waiting for Sage's lungs to get to capacity. I don't know. Yeah, it's sad. I mean, it really is sad. I'm going to stick with that it's fucking sad. And what's even worse is someone that makes fucking excuses for everything. And that's what she does. Like, stop making fucking excuses. Do something about it or don't. But you certainly ain't going to use me and your fucking lies to get where you want to be. No. Because you're in the uni status of being fucking ignored because you're not worth my fucking attention. Ow. Steffa, how do I stop this itching from a fucking bite? I got stung by something and it fucking itches and it swells. I'm going to try toothpaste again. I don't know why toothpaste worked earlier. Hopefully it'll work again. Hold on. Do you know toothpaste actually stops itching? I don't know why it works, but it works. I don't smoke. I vape, but do you ever hear using toothpaste on a wasp thing? I don't know why it works, but it works. It literally just stopped it instantly. Did you? No, it really does. It works. All right, I'm moving on from fucking trash. Let's move on to more trash. Because, boy, do we have a lot to uncover. Like I said, though, that sidetracked me like an hour. So we're going to have to do this in 2 parts or I'm never going to get my wall finished. And I got to get it done. I got 1 coat on. That's when I went live. Now we got to do another coat. But a couple of things I want to start on. Hypocrisy is out of fucking control. The shit that I heard today, nothing from Queen Bee. This has nothing to do with Queen Bee. This has to do with her fucking panel. She wasn't, I don't even think she was on the panel. But B. Tim, I don't know who's worse, you or Granny. The amount of false information that comes out of you. But, so we all know Betty has court tomorrow, okay? We all know that Betty, yeah, there you go, MFW. Go fight with Betty. Bullhorn Betty. You guys will make a great match. So, Betty has a bunch of court dates, I guess, coming up this month. How do I know? Because B. Tim wrote down Betty's court dates. Hey, Boob Tim, why are you writing Betty's court dates down? And you literally heard him rustle through like paperwork. Like he literally fucking wrote down Betty's court dates. Why are you concerned with Betty's court dates? Who gives a fuck when Betty has court? But on top of that, he fucking turns around and says that Betty would be better off not being alive. Did I just fucking hear that right? Did you really just say that the world would be better without Betty? B. Tim. Or Boob Tim. What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't care for Betty at all. But she's somebody's daughter. She is somebody's fucking daughter. She is somebody's friend. She is somebody's granddaughter. She is somebody's sister. You've never even fucking met her. You don't know a thing about her. You know what she portrays on fucking YouTube. That's all you know. Okay? That's all you fucking know. Why the fuck would you say the world would be better off without her? You owe her a fucking apology, B-Tim. And these are clips that I was going to have already, but then this whole MFW thing just threw me off. So, and QB did like an 11-hour live, so it's almost impossible to just skim through it. But yeah, he literally said that. And then you have this other boob on panel. I don't know who it was. I don't remember her name. Who said that she had a missing child at one point, I think she said. And that anybody that goes through that, anybody should expect help or want help from anyone else. So if you have a missing child and it doesn't matter. You should accept help from anybody that wants to look. Agreed. But my first thought when I heard that was, doesn't that include Betty? Doesn't that include Nick? Doesn't that include anybody? That should include everybody, right? So everyone on panel agreed with her. And then 5 seconds later, she's like, Betty this, Betty that, Betty this, Betty that. Okay, Betty, you may not like Betty. She's still a fucking human being. And I think that gets lost around here, that people are still fucking human beings, whether you like them or not. And somehow people forget that. They forget Betty is a fucking human being. They're all fucking human beings. And I wish I could had the clip because it kind of makes it a lot easier. Let me see if I pulled up the right spot. And I looked at my phone today and it was around the 4-hour mark. So hopefully this is it. That's what I'm saying. It's not even like he wished her dead. He legit said that she'd be better off, or the world would be better off without her. Wow. Why can't I fucking share a screen? What the fuck? Hold on. The fuck is up with StreamYards? All right. Ah, here it is. All right.
I can't just take whatever's been put out there and just think it's gospel without knowing the other side of it.
Yeah, I do the same
Thank
shit.
you.
So I mean, that's all I ask, you know.
There are no signs.
You know, you can't really, like I said, you can't blame the parents. I mean, it happens to good parents, it happens to shit parents. I mean, things happen.
Well, nobody's exempt. Everybody gonna go through shit. Nobody's exempt. You're right. You know, so I get it, I understand. And I appreciate you. Let me come up and speak with y'all. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Be blessed, Tiffany.
You too. You too, honey.
Thank you.
What's up, Alabama Mama? How are you?
I'm good. I want to say one thing. From someone that was essayed when I was a kid under my mom's, and you will, under my mom's watch, if that's what you want to call it, it was not her fault.
Realize what it does to children, the ongoing issues they have, as well as their parents. Their parents are victims of that too.
Absolutely.
The guilt that they wear. They had no idea what they're talking about, and they seem to drop it in nearly every case like it's no big deal. But you say anything about hearing their children online or anything, and they want to fight back and yell and scream. Don't bring my kids into it. What do you think you're all doing to these victims? You are belittling them. Advocating for any child, whether they're missing or you're advocating for their needs, is about keeping it about that child and their needs. And at the moment, Sebastian's need is to be found. Nothing else. It's not about the abuse or anything else. It's about how come people are trying to stop people looking for him. That's what it should be about. Let's find him. Why do we need to bash parents down? I'm sorry, I know Steph started it, and I'll be honest with you, Steph, you did start all this. Why? I don't know. I would like to think that, you know, you're going through a hard time missing your child and everything else at first, but now no. By now you should have woken up. You should have woken up 4 months into it. It should have only been about finding your son. Yet you say they're not looking. You didn't even know his routine in that house. You admitted that. But yet you know all this other stuff that went on there. People have got to stop listening to what he's saying. Just because Katie's not coming out fighting him and defending him doesn't mean to say he's right.
I agree with that too. It's getting dangerous. Like, you can tell how passionate she is because she has
So here's my question. How did these people sit on a panel every single day that bashes or has people bash the exact same thing that she's saying people shouldn't do? I don't get how they don't see it, how they don't hear themselves.
Believe the bullshit that's been said about all the CPS reports. Just because it's been said by the father doesn't make it so, considering we've been told and we've been showed time and time again.
I think the issue with that woman is that she goes off of hearsay, and then when you basically
All right, I think this is it.
state that she's going off of hearsay, she says, no, it's my opinion. And then, but the problem is you're stating the hearsay as fact, and also you're not thinking critically where you're thinking about evidence. You're more lines thinking of basically emotions, and then you base your emotions that they are facts. And that is a huge problem, especially when you don't even know the symptoms to chromosome deletion syndrome. And you are basically saying that the proof of the abuse is him incontinence, but yet that is one of the symptoms. And you have a situation where, you know, one parent, I would say Seth, seemed to be shaming Sebastian for having issues, sleeping issues, having to take medication, incontinence, stuff like that, while the other wasn't. And that is also a form of abuse, by the way. Mental abuse is also just as bad as, is pretty bad, and just as bad as physical abuse. And
Thank you, Dr. Tim. Like, nobody knows that.
And a lot of people are just basically going with rumor and hearsay, and they think that someone's guilty. She said the devil manifested in that child. That is pretty interesting to say, because that's basically saying the devil was in that child, and I think that's a terrible way to say things like that.
Yep.
I don't think
my issue was the last thing that she was saying. She wasn't talking about the past abuse. I'm not silly. I know how she worded it. She wasn't talking about when it originally happened. If you listen to it, she was talking about, you know, that person will pay for it now because we know it was ongoing. When that was already dealt with, that's the issue I had.
Yeah.
And besides the other.
Like, am I an idiot? And just tell me. Or are they doing the exact thing that they say not to do? Am I fucking crazy? Or are you guys hearing all this too?
The one being brought up, but to lead that down to, you know, he's been abused in that home in that way. No. Whether she likes it or not, that's what she led to.
Another issue would be that you're sitting there and you're basically saying my feelings are facts, but when you get called on, hey, where do you state your facts from? You say, well, I heard it from here. Well, that's hearsay, number one. And then you're saying, well, that's a fact. And then you say, I don't need to support any of my thoughts. They're with facts. I don't have to. I can just base it on my feelings. And if we lived in a world like that, then we can say, well, we heard it from someone that Tiff stole an apple. I'm just making a very simple example. And she stole that apple. I don't agree with that. I don't think it's a smart move, to be honest with you, because games, number one, are addictive. They're not good for you to be on there for that long. That's why the parents.
Oh my God. Did he fucking say that games are not good for you? B-Tim, you don't even fucking have kids. Stop.
It has to be like, oh, did you do your homework? Okay, you can play your game. Or, oh, did you do your chores? Okay, you should play your games. You let someone just sit there and do nothing for 12 hours playing video games. That is not good. And then you leave them alone. That's not good either.
I think B-Tim, I think what she's thinking is her facts is because that's words, what he said out of his own mouth. And she's thinking, well, why would a parent lie about these things without knowledge of? Like, I do think that is a possibility myself.
Yep. I do too.
And I think that Seth's out here saying stuff to searchers for searching is crazy.
Yeah. But that's the problem. It's like when people come around here and they just base on emotions and all that stuff, they're not thinking critically. Like that person that was on this panel was not thinking critically. They were thinking mostly emotion and a lot of misinformation. And that's what you get. Someone who's highly emotional that thinks about misinformation, taking misinformation as fact. And just because Seth said doesn't make it so. Listen, at the end of the day, the same thing with Chris and Katie. Just because Chris and Katie says something doesn't make it so. You have to base that on facts. And you have to evidence that you do it. And they don't do that. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, and I also feel that like we can spend days on days on days, talking about all of this and talking about facts versus fiction and all that, and it's just not going to change her mind. Like she's gonna believe what she believes, and she's gonna do what she's gonna do. Like there's no changing it.
I would just like to know whatever happened to the days where you don't just blurt hurtful things out. People seriously need to stop and think what they're saying, because they're saying it about a child. This, I don't know where this mentality comes that he's missing, so then they can put all this out and think it causes no harm. I mean, if poor Sebastian ever comes back, could you imagine him hearing this stuff on the internet?
But they sit on this panel day after day after day after day doing the exact same thing. That's what I'm saying. QB has nothing to do with this. She wasn't there. But B. Tim and this other one, ugh.
What do they all think they've done to him for the rest of his life? Let's get into that.
Case. You can go with the Karen Reed case. You can go with the Kylie Rodney case. You can go with the Dylan Rounds case. There was a mob of people that felt that they were 100% right based on feelings, rumors, and hearsay. And guess what? They were all wrong. Every single one of them was wrong. Yep. Jagger was hunted down in the streets because they thought he did something to Kylie Rodney. There was lies from AWP with a fake fucking witness about him being there kind of, near driving Kylie Rodney with the car and stop the trucker.
And no false information has ever been stated on QB's panel. Just remember that. Everybody on there has always gotten it right.
The same thing with everyone else. The same thing with Dylan Rounds. There's a
Love you all. Thank you, Queen, for having me up, sweetheart. So, once again, I do.
Left the same time. She passed away, unfortunately.
Can hear it too.
Well, I don't know. I just think that
I wish I could find this fucking part.
he's going to grow. He's
Nobody knows what they would do if their child goes missing, because it changes you. You are not the same
I think this might be it.
person from the time the minute you know your child is missing, it changes who you are.
Yeah.
So anything you've got in your mind that this is how you would behave, and you're going to put it on Katie or you're going to put it on Seth, no, unless it's happened, and we all deal with things differently. But to sit there, if you've never gone through it, you really don't know what you would do. I've got to be honest about that one thing.
Oh, I can totally see that.
That comment made me laugh. Okay. So does that mean that you're lying about everything else? Because this girl just said, I got to be honest about that one thing. So again, but does that just told me that you're lying about everything else you say?
I can totally see that, but I do. People say, well, Katie ain't coming up and saying nothing. I wouldn't either.
No.
They wouldn't be nobody know about nothing, because it don't matter what she does. It's wrong.
Well, I look at it also that, you've got Katie here, who's also, and Chris. Katie and Chris, they're both missing their...
His daddy's in living, and
they all get super chats and money from this person. These,
even their mom.
They have more weight that they have to look out for because of the situations that the internet has caused.
Yeah, I agree. It's just, I thought Summer Wells was bad, but
and absolutely none of it happens on QB's panel. Thousands of people up on our panel every single day discussing every fucking rumor imaginable, but it has nothing to do with any of them.
Tell you, this is way beyond that. And I just believe, I think, and I probably always will. I haven't always until the last several months when this has went so south, but I think that he just got up and he walked out. I could be wrong, and he could be with somebody and be happy. I pray that he is.
If he walked out, he would be on camera.
But I don't think that really everybody's twisting it. Said everybody's twisting it on Katie and Chris. I think the little girl just got up and walked out. He was changing his medicine. They said he had changed his medication recently, you know, and then goes to Seth and he's doing the tea and he goes back to his mama's.
Because most 15-year-olds walk out without shoes on in the middle of the night. Okay, makes perfect sense.
Then all this stuff about going back to, you know, his daddy's and living, and we don't know. We don't know, but you know, there is a storm goes in a child's head like that. Even if they don't have a disability.
Well, I think a lot of people, the problem is when you accuse people of crimes without any proof, and that's when it gets to be a very bad situation. And you know, your feelings are one thing, but the problem is that these people not only accuse someone of being a criminal, they kind of go with like bullshit evidence, and then they proceed to kind of okay harassment, okay going at these people in real life, and that's not right. And then they accuse anyone that actually says, hey, wait a minute, maybe we should go, we don't know what happened. They accuse them of being paid by the Proudfoots. Some sort of secret deal is being made, and they accuse them of that. Meanwhile, these guys are all signed up for the same company.
Yep.
and they all get super chats and money from this person. These, you know,
even their mods.
Even though, and then you know what I mean, and they're like talking about possibly pitching a movie, and it's like, okay, so it's like everything that.
Hey, Dr. Tim, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but the person's panel you're sitting on makes more money than anybody in this community. And I know you don't realize that, but she does. So, and on her panel, you guys talk every single day about the same things that you're telling other people. And yeah. And again, she makes more money than anybody. Just saying. So you might want to backtrack that a little.
Is they're accusing others of, they are basically doing the same thing. And then they proceed to do frivolous bullshit injunctions to silence people that say, no, I don't like Seth and I don't like his opinion on this case. I think he's spreading a lot of information. He's doing this, he's doing that. And suddenly they're being falsely accused of trying to stop the investigation of Sebastian Rogers because they just sit there and they critically say, we don't agree with your opinion. And, you know, I mean, a Tiffany Crockett person, I think needs to think more critically when it comes to a true crime case, and also needs to think to herself, well, would you like that to happen to you? Would you like, you know, that situation to happen to you where you have 10,000, 20,000 people or 50,000 people accuse you of a crime and then give the green light to fuck with your life?
Right. Well, then you also have that same side putting out, you know, bogus tip lines that don't go to law enforcement. And then you've got the father saying that he's tracking down all of these leads and tips that are coming into
East Coast, that's exactly what I'm saying. How they do not realize that they do that. They do the exact same thing.
to this tip line. Like, that is dangerous.
Yes, you take somebody that you know.
I can't hear anything that you're saying now. You're really
breaking
up.
Yeah, you're breaking up. You were a little breaking up before, but now it's real bad.
Okay, hold on. Let me do this.
Pete can ask me. The real question is, Pete, Tim, are you gonna go to dinner with Julie and Al? Well, I'm sorry to say no, because I don't think they serve vegan food in Jersey like that. So unfortunately, it would be a no. I think if I went into an Italian restaurant and said, make sure my food's vegan, I might end up in the bottom of the river, to be honest with you. So I think I'm going to try not to get murdered for that. I think I'd get more lines get murdered by the chef than Al for that one. They'd be like, how dare you? And I'd be thrown out into the river.
Well, you push these people that are, how's it now? Can you hear me now?
No, you're still breaking.
Documentary, which is what in their filings. So was their plan to pitch a documentary, and there was their plan to basically do this injunction, tell TMZ, and use that TMZ clip to basically put into their documentary for money? You know, that's what I got. My problem is it feels a lot of what At Night does is more for a career, in my opinion, for shock value, for media attention, so that they can make money from it.
No, really? Gee, how long have I been saying that?
And not actually searching. I don't see them doing any sort of search or anything. I just see them mostly go on TV, say, hey, we did a great job, didn't we? Well, you did jack shit, actually. And then you basically move on.
What?
B. Tim, and what the fuck have you done?
And how can they even search when you can't even leave the state of Pennsylvania?
I had the same problem. That's been my problem too, as well as attacking those who are or did go out looking for Sebastian. I will never comprehend that in my mind. You think about all these missing children, and these parents would kill for anybody to go out and search for their missing child. He had that.
Okay, I am so sorry I made you guys listen to like 20 minutes already. This is where it started. This is what I was talking about.
And he seemed to pick on people that were out there looking. I, who went through that, would have given anything for just one person to have got out and helped me. I did it all on my own. But I don't care whether you like a person or not. Trust me, I would say, please, yes, please help me. Anybody would.
Now, isn't this exactly what Betty does? Betty has gone out there. Betty has done searches. And believe me, I'm not a Betty fan. But you're right. If you have a missing child, doesn't matter who it is, stand up. And if someone's willing to help you, fuck it. I don't care if it was my worst enemy. But I guess this only includes people that they like, even though she's saying something different. Keep listening.
I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, to be honest. I just will never comprehend, and I would like Seth to explain that to me. Why is it that anybody that goes out and looks for your child gets attacked? That's all I ask, because I don't understand that. As a person that's been in your position, Seth, I'm asking from one parent to another. Can you please explain that to me?
Can someone tell me, because I haven't followed it like some of you guys, can someone tell me who got attacked by Seth for actually doing boots on the ground? Because I don't remember hearing anybody actually got attacked who did boots on the ground, other than the green team.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think that's going to happen.
And I'm not a hate person, so before you go blaming me as a hate channel, hate person, whatever, just because I ask something doesn't mean that I hate. I actually am incapable of hating anybody. I don't use that word. I don't like that word.
I'm not going to go that far from me. I hate Betty, so I really do hate that woman. So I'm going to be fair. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not going to lie. I really, really hate that fucking woman.
I dislike people. I just don't hate people.
Yeah, that woman I hate. I do not. I really do hate that woman, because that woman has fucked with a lot of people's lives, and she enjoys it. And
Okay, whose life did Betty fuck with? A frivolous lawsuit isn't fucking with someone's life. Fucking with someone's life means that you're showing up at their house, like Lana. Lana fucked with that girl's life. I forgot her name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. When she stalked her husband and went to her work, that's fucking with someone's life. B. Tim, you've never even met Betty. At least I can say I've actually met her. You've never even met her. So how do you have so much hate for someone that you've never even met?
I do not. I mean, like, and that's going to be the truth. And people
are you talking about BJ?
No, I'm talking about Betty.
Oh, BJ, yes.
Betty, I hate. BJ, I dislike. There is a big difference. I dislike her. Betty, I truly hate, because that woman has fucked with a lot of people's lives, and she's had only a negative impact on this world. Matter of fact, the world would be a better place without that lady, because everything she's done has been so negative and destructive on this planet.
That's what I was talking about. Hold on, let me replay that.
Why is it that anybody that goes out and looks for your child gets attacked? That's all I ask, because I don't understand that. As a person that's been in your position, Seth, I'm asking from one parent to another. Can you please explain that to me?
Well, I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think that's going to happen.
And I'm not a hate person, so before you go blaming me as a hate channel, hate person, whatever, just because I ask something doesn't mean that I hate. I actually am incapable of hating anybody. I don't use that word. I don't like that word.
I'm not going to go that far from me. I hate Betty, so I really do hate that woman. So I'm going to be fair. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not going to lie. I really, really hate that fucking woman.
I dislike people. I just don't hate people.
Yeah, that woman I hate. I really do hate that woman, because that woman has fucked with a lot of people's lives, and she enjoys it. And I do not. I mean, like, and that's going to be the truth. And people
are you talking about BJ?
No, I'm talking about Betty.
Oh,
BJ,
yes.
Betty, I hate. BJ, I dislike. There is a big difference. I dislike her. Betty, I truly hate, because that woman has fucked with a lot of people's lives, and she's been only a negative impact on this world. Matter of fact, the world would be a better place without that lady, because everything she's done has been so negative and destructive on this planet. It has been only negative. Every person's interaction with this person has been negatively impacted. She's like a black hole, sucking in every single bit of ray of light into the abyss, which is in the epicenter of her life. And I really, really don't like her. I don't see any positive, I don't see anything positive, honestly, from her. She's done nothing. But that's
I don't either. But then I stop and think that, imagine, and don't get me wrong, I dislike the woman. I think she's escalating. I think she's dangerous. On top of that, but I sit there and look at her and think, my God, to be that miserable all the time that you need to suck the positivity out of everything, out of the room.
Now, didn't this woman just say 5 minutes ago that it shouldn't matter if someone looking for your kid, if someone wants to help, let them help? But now, I guess Betty doesn't count. B. Tim has known Betty for what? A year, 2 years? Maybe 2 years? And she shouldn't be on this earth? And the world would be better without her? B. Tim, that's a you problem, not a Betty problem. For someone that claims to be so smart, there is not a person here that I met on YouTube that I wish doesn't belong on this earth. That's a you problem. If you hate someone that much that you've never even fucking met, that you know nothing about other than the persona on YouTube, I give you the example I always give. Joseph Morris. What a piece of shit. Not someone I'd ever interact with. You know what? I don't wish him dead. He's somebody's kid. He's somebody's boyfriend. That's some harsh shit. And not someone that's an intelligent person would ever say something like that, ever. That's his own insecurity. But I'm going to go up until you hear him wrestling through papers. You know, he hates Betty. Now, remember this. He hates Betty so much. He hates Betty that he wishes that she was not even on this earth. Well, if that's true, B10, then why the fuck do you have her court dates for the month written down? Just saying.
Out of the lives that you interact with, you must live in your own hell too. Because I would hate to be that tormented, whether she wants to admit it or not. I would hate to be in that much self-hate. That's how I see her. That is a woman that is full of self-hate. And, yep, that's all I can say about her. I think you're dangerous, in my opinion. I think you tend to twist things to make herself look good that ends up working out really badly for her, because it's all online. And for her, if you don't go looking for a child and video it, then, you didn't look for that child. And there's another thing. People that go out looking these searches, do you know they don't take videos with them and all the rest of it? Out of respect for the child or the person, whether it's an adult, child, or anything else, They do it on their own money too, Betty. They travel from state to state out of their own pockets. They don't collect for it, and nor do they get online and brag.
That is completely not true, because every single nonprofit takes donations. You have to pay somehow. So it's very disheartening when people make false statements like that, because every single searcher and missing group, whatever, takes donations. Granted, they may have an established name where they don't have to go online per se, but even AWP was able to keep their business going from donations. You have to get it from somewhere. It doesn't fall out of the sky. Planes need to be bought, paid for. Cars need to be paid for. Gas needs to be paid for. So to make a false statement like that is just completely unfounded and untrue. Show me a business that survives without money.
Brag about it.
Well, I think she does that because she does it for a monetary reason.
Oh, yes. Of course she does. It's all about money with her.
Yeah, it's all
Well,
about
it's
money.
the entitlement for her also. Like, she feels that she's entitled to all of this, and it's her way or no way.
Yeah, I'd rather have my way than be that tormented. Thank you.
Is a danger to herself, and I think she's a danger.
And like a little thing, yeah. One decided she was gonna get up there and snatch it, and they just tore it up across my living room. That's how I was in there doing vacuuming. Guess what?
Loaded fly strips. That sounds better.
Neither did his mom. They actually both did. They both were in therapy with him. Sweet Toughness here said, and sorry about that. I should have read them off a little sooner, but I didn't want to keep interrupting, and being rude. So I was trying to wait for a good time to. Oh, Betty ain't normal though.
Yeah, Betty is above fucking the lawsuits. She's transcended the lawsuits. She's serving order of protections on the lawyer. It's like, okay, you do realize that's going to not go through, and you're going to have to show up in person for that, by the way, Betty. And then the lawyer's going to be able to fucking cross-examine you if you do follow through with it. And then everything you say is going to be discoverable because it's going to be for that. And then you just fucked yourself. So then if you drop, that's if it goes that far. I don't think it's going to go that far. I think the judge is going to fucking laugh her out of the courtroom.
So does that mean that she has to show up for court next week?
But if you do, remember
whatever
the last
date she has, whatever date they set for the OP, yes, absolutely she does.
Yeah, for OPs, you have to be in person. You cannot do that by Zoom. And that's why she dropped the other one, because they're like, oh, you have to come back and this wasn't properly served. And she's like, no, I don't want to actually waste my money coming here. Well, you're glad wasting other people's money. But yeah, she has to show up in person. I don't even know if she'll be there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Well, and I need to correct this here.
I think we got a super chat. Super chat. I think we got a super chat. Super chat.
Brittany, so I said she has been buying memberships in her chat every day or whatever since she got paid. Okay, mind you, today's April 1st.
Yeah, she's an idiot. The lawyer in the world, but if you have an idiot for a client, it's kind of tough.
Well, and I also find it really hard to believe that she's really, really confident in her attorney while she's also sitting there admitting to watching hundreds of hours of like court footage.
And for what?
Oh, I don't know.
She says that she's doing it to prepare for tomorrow.
Waste her time watching hours of court footage.
I think she's watching reruns of Oz and Orange is the New Black to learn how to live in jail.
I think she's trying to watch reruns on live streams so she can try to pull certain things and turn it into something it's not, so she can try to hurry up and get her ass out of a fucking bind. And why I say that, because she had my live pinned on her shit with Chris coming up and fucked up and pulled that up instead of her live stream that she was trying to pull up.
Yeah. And I think she's just stalling.
I think she's going back to different interviews or different platforms or whatever, or panels that they were on.
Mm-hmm. And she's trying to stall with this. And
yep.
the problem is like you can't use an RO against an attorney as a stall tactic. Actually, I don't even know, like, can you be sanctioned? I wonder what the sanctions are going to be. Because this is like, I don't think
I sure as hell hope the judge gives her sanctions now for fucking around. Playing fucking games.
Well, the lawyer that she has tomorrow is the one that put his signature on that anti-slap.
Oh, wow.
He's the one listed on the docket for her appeals.
Yeah. Which he didn't really I mean, he was misstating things. He wasn't stating all the facts of what happened. I think it's probably going to get denied again.
Hell, he couldn't even spell.
Yeah, I think it was spell check. I think Voices said that. It was like, I think they put spell check and they misspelled Sebastian with it or something like that.
Well, I mean, I would say that, but now they misspelled Christ into Chris into Christ, and
Yeah.
that fucker was full of mishaps. So it's not.
And now they don't even know what year it is.
Right. It wasn't just one mistake. There was several.
We went from 2024 to 2014 to July of 2025.
Now, mind you, this is somebody that hates her. This is somebody that he, wants off the earth, but he knows every fucking move she makes. So I'm going to save Granny's Watching for tomorrow because we got at least an hour on that. But I do want to address one thing, Marie, before I do shut down. You made a comment of which I'm going to address tomorrow in totality, but I'm going to address a piece of this now. You had said, hold on. Where is it? Okay. Betty might get a violation for the threatening message sent to Katie's relative tonight. Okay, I'm going to address that. We do not know, if it was Betty. That could have been sent by JLR pretending to be Betty. People spoof numbers all the time. So there's absolutely no way to prove that came from Betty. That's point number one. Point number two, even if Betty did send it, it has nothing to do with tomorrow's case at all whatsoever. There is a big misunderstanding about the law that people get it twisted. It's hearsay. If I am suing someone for beating me up and I decide to sue them and their ex-girlfriend sends me an anonymous letter that says he beat me up too, but there's no evidence, there's no police report, there's no pictures, nothing. If I hand that to a judge, I will be laughed out of court. The judge will be like, what the fuck is this? This means absolutely nothing. Unless the ex-girlfriend comes in with proof and sits on that stand, it's hearsay. And it means shit. So when I heard Granny's Watching going on and on and on today, which I was cringing, because she doesn't know a fucking thing about the law, but we're going to save that for tomorrow. When she was stating how, oh, give me this info, give me that info, I can use it for court. No, none of it's for court. So she's not getting sanctioned. She's not getting anything. It has nothing to do with the case. And that girl even stated that most of the family doesn't even talk to her. This girl could be, I'm not saying she is, but this girl can be a complete fucking whack job for all we know. That girl could be sending her own text messages to make them look bad. It's never going to end up in a court. Nobody cares. Same thing with Granny's Watching. Granny's Watching thinks that everything has to do with her case. It doesn't. They're not in a lawsuit. They're in an anti-SLAPP suit. That's the only thing that has gotten past a filing is an anti-SLAPP. What's said online means nothing. What's said to this one means nothing. None of that matters. She is wasting people's money if she's giving all of this shit to an attorney, because an attorney will tell her none of this matters. It absolutely means nothing. Another good example, if you're in a custody fight and your ex cheats, your ex from 10 years ago says you cheated on him, it has nothing to do with your current ex that you cheated on. Like, it just doesn't. That works in criminal cases. It doesn't work in civil cases. And that's a big misunderstanding. Nobody's on criminal trial. If it was a criminal case, something like that could mean something, possibly, but they would have to actually be in court and talk about it. So this saying this one online and this saying that online means absolutely nothing. The other thing I want to address real quick on the same subject is Granny the idiot said that the courts don't have to weed through stuff. Her lawyer does. Okay, Granny, that's actually wrong. The lawyer only goes through because you have a lawyer. But if you didn't have a lawyer, guess what? And something's turned into the courts are the ones that have to go through it. The judge has to go through it, not your attorney. So just want to make that clear. Everything else I'm going to save for tomorrow because we got a whole shitload to unpack tomorrow with Granny's watching, the biggest fucking idiot I've ever heard, who really shouldn't speak about court because she's fucking clueless. Totally clueless. So I want to thank everyone. I don't know if someone's giving away money somewhere, but yeah, not everything is allowed. But she had made a specific point to say that it's not the courts that have to go through everything, it's my attorney. No, it's actually the courts, dumbass. But whatever. Betty's criminal case is strictly about a restraining order against Katie and Chris. That's it. Whatever Betty does online having to do with anybody else has nothing to do with that case. It has, if it's not involving Chris, Katie, or the original order. Like, I don't remember seeing the original paperwork of what they were actually filing for in the first place. But whatever they were actually filing for in the first place is the only things that can be brought up in court. They can't, okay, just Chris. Whatever Chris wrote to get the restraining order to begin with is the only things that can be addressed. They can't bring up 15 different things. The judge will say, get the fuck out of here. That's it. That's it. If Chris does anyone know the actual reason why Chris had the restraining order? Something about Betty going by his house or some shit, right? Unless she broke that, there's nothing anything can happen. Nothing anyone can do. What happened online, what said this, is if it did not involve Chris, then it doesn't matter. And that's the mistake that people make. They think that it covers everything. It doesn't. She had a machete. What? A machete? See, I can read that. No, but wasn't, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't the third party on Katie's thing, not on Chris's, or am I remembering it wrong? Because they are two separate restraining orders. But there's no way to prove, unless Betty admits that she wrote the text, you can't prove it came from Katie. I mean, you can't prove it came from Betty. Just because it says Betty in her phone, I could put, John Travolta in my phone. Doesn't mean it's him. Now, they could get phone records and all this other stuff if it's that important. But even with phone records, you can say he was spoofed. I don't know how you could prove it was her. That's the thing about text. It's not like, even on emails, you can fucking spoof an email. Yeah, but meanwhile, Chris told Katie not to talk about her, not Katie, told this Yuri person, don't ever mention me, don't contact me. Like, this girl said she really doesn't speak to anyone in her family. So, I don't know. But, I mean, I'm not saying this girl was lying, but fucking, I was right there with, what's his name? Clue's husband, Clue's boyfriend. I like him, Cletus. I really do. But we'll get into that tomorrow. That's a whole bunch to unpack. But I wanted to say, like, please tell Granny to shut the fuck up and let Cletus speak more. Because he said the same thing, and I totally agreed with him, that you can't prove it's her. We don't even know this girl. We don't know what she's about. Maybe she's lying. I was like, yes, Cletus. So, all right. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Welcome, new members. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to paint my wall. And that's it. I don't think it was Betty. Could have been. That's what I'm saying. East Coast, I said the exact same thing. I said that it could totally be fucking JLR, Jay, anybody setting them up. Because since when do you know Betty to send messages like that? I don't remember hearing Betty do shit like that. Prove to me it was Betty. You can't. Marie, it wasn't a contact. It was a name. You could spoof numbers all day long. Like, literally, you could spoof anybody's number. East Coast. Did you watch it? Because we were, and even in Patreon, we were like, yes, Cletus. Go Cletus. It was great. The voice of reason. But like I said, that's a whole 2-hour live. But, yeah, Granny just should not speak about the law. But on that note, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Peace. Thank you, Sunflower. And Sunflower, stop fighting on Twitter. I see you fighting on Twitter. Yeah, I have a hard, final thoughts. I have a hard time believing Betty's that fucking stupid. Maybe she is. I don't know. But until there's actual literal proof that it was her, I'm going to go with some of the people on panel were way too eager and way too excited, and they've done scammy shit like that before. And yeah, J is for justice, JLR, they do scam shit like that all the fucking time. All the time. Jay fucking faked Chris Watts's friend. She pretended to be her, even try to fake an accent just to get content. So yeah, she's done that shit before. That's a voicemail. That's different than a text. A voicemail, you can prove it was them. You can't prove a text. Doesn't matter who it is. I didn't say Betty was a saint. Ever. I can't stand Betty. But I'm not going to let somebody take a fall. Oh, there's a Sunflower Girl on Twitter that fights with people. Yes, Jay faked a contact. Jay pretended to be someone. Even try to pull it off on panel. Exactly, East Coast. Could have totally been Jay. The way she was like, oh, really? Get that to Granny. Why? It has nothing to do with Granny. No, they're not bad, Sunflower. They don't like the green team. I'll tell you that much. I always thought it was you. So, all right, we're going to get into this tomorrow. Otherwise, we're going to be here another 2 hours. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Peace.